Hello, Amandine here. So yes, an hypersensitive person thinks too much and feels too much, for better or worse. But when you're triggered emotionally all of a sudden and you don't understand what is happening to you, this is not easy. And what do we do in this situation? Usually we tend to criticize ourselves, to judge ourselves, to blame other people, to feel guilty, and at the end of the day, we are exhausted, emotionally and mentally. So yes, as an hypersensitive person, we are emotionally triggered a lot and faster, and we also discharge energy much quicker too. But this is when we don't know the rules of the game of being an hypersensitive, because we are not here for that, right? No. This emotional fatigue you may feel really often is because society has never valued us as hypersensitive or hyper emotional. It's because society always wanted us to fit in and to look like others. But I think we can agree on one thing: it hasn't worked, right? And now as adults, we need to reclaim this power back. We want to realign, we want to reconnect with our true nature, our true emotional nature. And this goes through emotional intelligence. Why? Because emotions are our superpower as hypersensitives. It's not our burden. It's not supposed to be, not anymore. And that's why I'm super happy in this video to share with you a really efficient practice that I love and that I've called Everything is Transformable. Actually, this is what I love the most in my job as an emotional freedom coach, is that we have this power to change everything inside us. And today, science proves us that yes, it is possible. You have the power to change everything, and especially your emotions. So if you're ready now to transform your emotion that make you suffer, in a few minutes, get your notebook ready and let's go. Okay, so let's get to the point. What are these heavy emotions that wander in your body, all day? Those physical sensations are actually mental images, mental representations that you have in your brain. And these images, put end to end, they tell you a story, like a movie, a video. And the good news is that you have a conscious power to change in your brain this story, and by changing the story in your brain, you will change the physical sensation, the emotional sensations, because the thoughts and the emotions are connected, the brain and the body are connected too. And for us as hypersensitive, we often feel like we are, slaves or victims of our emotion. But the reality is not that. In reality, like everyone, we are the leader of our body as well as the filmmaker of our brain. So how can you transform your emotions, you may say? First, it's simpler than you think, and I really recommend to do this exercise we'll experience together today really regularly, to train the muscle of emotional intelligence, to become fluent in the language of emotional intelligence, to imagine to have a much easier life as an hypersensitive. So first of all, stop what you're doing and settle down comfortably in your energy bubble, like we saw in the video about the need number 1 of hypersensitive. Okay, I will put the link below. Okay, take the time you need to come back to yourself here and now, in the present, There is no past and no future right now, even if you have a difficult past, even if you are afraid about the future. It's just in the present moment that you will have the ability to change everything. Second step, I invite you to connect right now with your best talent as an hypersensitive you have maybe at the moment, these days. It can be your intuition, your creativity, your imagination, your pleasure. Find something, visualize something that feels you connected to your hyper potential. Keep going down in your body, in your inner worlds, okay? And when you're ready, open your notebook and start writing without thinking, okay? Question number 1. What got you emotionally exhausted right now or this day? What makes you emotionally tired and exhausted? Describe a scene, like a limiting scene, a mental scene or a situation that limits you, that takes all your energy, that exhausts you. Okay, take your time to describe this scene. Okay, what's going on in this scene? Who are you? What are you doing? Are you associated or dissociated to this scene? Where are you? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you touch? What's going on in this scene that takes all your energy? Okay, take your time. Write down all the memories, maybe from your past. Maybe you don't understand those memories, but write them down to understand them and to integrate them better. Write down maybe all the strong emotions you may feel right now. If it's too strong, you don't try to understand them, just write them down to dissolve them. Okay? And when you're ready, write down what plays over and over in your brain related to this limited scene. Okay? What disturbs you over and over again? What are your toxic loops, repetitive patterns connected to this scene? Okay? This is what we call a neural pathway. A neural pathway is a connection between two neurons that creates a habit, and you have understood now that if it's suffering, you can change it, you can modify it. Okay? So describe the scene and get ready. Okay? I want you here to understand that you can change this scene because your brain doesn't make the difference between what is real and what is not. Okay? It's important that you understand that. Emotion for your brain is just information. So you have the choice to keep the information you have, the information that look like the scene you've just described, or you can change the information to something else. The only thing you have to do is to decide it, to allow yourself to change the scene. Nobody will change it for you. This is just your decision, and actually this is your power. Okay? So take the time and hear the magic formula, the sentence that makes the change, that changing everything is, I act as if. Okay, so relax, breathe even more, free yourself, open your posture, and write down, I act as if. And continue this sentence with your intuition, without thinking, without second guessing yourself, okay? I act as if, and you change the scene, okay? What small or big changes, modification can you bring to this emotional scene? Okay? Can you bring some colors, new sounds, some music, new sensations, new feelings? Write that down. Like, recreate the scene. I'm gonna tell you my personal tip. It's like I imagine a trampoline. You know, I jump on the trampoline and I move from a scene to another one. It helps my brain to change the situation. Okay? It's up to you to change. It's up to you to create. Okay? Keep writing. Keep rewrite the scene and feel the shift. You don't have the emotional charge of the old scene. Now you think about the new scene and you feel differently from this new scene, right? Enjoy this experience, enjoy this moment, enjoy this shift. It's internal. Just you can feel it. Okay, so enjoy, appreciate, take your time. Okay? And here I want to tell you something really important. I really invite you to write and to believe on what you're writing right now. Okay, believe that your writing is true and feel the difference. It's true. You know, feel the inner change. Feel the emotional transformation right now. It's happening. Okay, feel the freedom, feel the expansion. Okay, you have the power of liberation and transformation in terms of your emotions. So you can get out of your emotional trance, but the only thing you have to keep in mind is that you will train your brain, you will reprogram your brain if you repeat this practice. It's a mental, emotional muscle exercise, okay? So nothing resists to repetitions, you know. So I will invite you to enjoy, to practice this exercise till you feel literally free and transformed emotionally. This is emotional intelligence and this is your decision. So enjoy and repeat this exercise to become emotionally intelligent, to become fluent in the emotional intelligence language, to not be at the mercy of your emotions anymore, but at the contrary, to become friends with your emotions. But this is what we will see in the next video. In the meantime, I really recommend you to practice, you know, with the videos, the podcasts, the audios, the blog articles I will put at your disposal below this video. I really invite you to practice emotional healing and emotional intelligence, and I'll see you next week for another emotional freedom technique through writing. Have a good week. Bye-bye.